Hello children, let us solve this quadratic equation 2x squared plus x plus 4 is equal to 0 and find the factors by using the completing the square method. So in order to do that, we have to find a perfect square here. We know that this is not a perfect square. Obviously, it is not. It doesn't represent a perfect square in any way. How does a perfect square look like? Especially in a polynomial, a perfect square is if you multiply 2a plus b into a plus b, we get a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So it would have an a squared term, a b squared term and a 2ab. But in this equation, we see that we have an a squared term, right? But we do not have any b squared term. We'll have to find the b squared term. And for this purpose, it is better if we have the coefficient of x squared to be 1. So let's divide throughout by 2. Let us divide the equation by 2 throughout. What do we get? You divide this by 2, the second term by 2, the third term by 2 and also the RHS by 2. 0 by 2 is of course 2. So the equation now which we get is x squared plus x by 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. Now let us try to make it into a perfect square by adding some terms and subtracting the same term just by manipulating it. So what we need is a b squared term because this stands for the a squared term. So our a is equal to x and this would stand for the 2ab where we know that a is x. So what is 2b? 2b is equal to 1 by 2 or b is equal to 1 by 4. So now we have found b. So we can find b squared and add b squared to these two, x squared plus x by 2. So this is x squared stands for a squared, x by 2 stands for 2ab. So b squared is 1 by 4 the whole square. But you cannot just add something to the quadratic equation and let it go because it alters the whole value of the equation. So subtract the same quantity. Subtract the same quantity, so it gives a null effect. Plus 2, which was already here, is equal to 0. So now this is a perfect square. This x squared plus x by 2 plus 1 by 4 the whole square is a perfect square and it can be rewritten as x plus 1 by 4 the whole squared. And what about our constant terms? It is minus 1 by 16, 4 into 4, 16 plus 2 is equal to 0. Let us shift the constant terms to the RHS of the equation in order to, for ultimate aim would be to find a solution for x. So in order to do that, we shift it to the RHS. So it becomes 1 by 16 minus 2, right? And now since 2, the denominator has to be 16 in order to add these two numbers. So into 16 by 16 which gives us 1 by 16, 1 by 16 minus 32 by 16 or which is equal to minus 31 by 16. All of this minus 31 by 16 is x plus 1 by 4 the whole square. Now solving for x means you should take square root on both sides. Square root of this should be equal to square root of minus 31 by 16. But so far we haven't learned to find square roots of negative numbers. In fact, our real numbers do not include square roots of negative numbers. So the solution to this particular equation is not going to be real. So you have no real solution to this quadratic equation. So you will not be able to solve this at least now at the present scenario because we have just learned real numbers till now and we haven't learned further. So I hope you understand why there is no real solution. Thank you.